Alright, Charlie, back another video, back another reaction. We got Flight 2021 June Flight 1v1 stats record and shot chart improvement. Now we all know Flight has not won a game, or did not win a game in June, and still has not won a game at all this year. When is Flight gonna win? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to Legends Productions. Haven't heard from them in a while.
Today I got a very special video for you guys.
Everything's good with my guy
Legends. I'm going
Legends.
to be talking about June Flight and how good he really was this past month. I'm going to go all over his stats, percentages, record, and even a shot chart at the end of all of his shots attempted in this past month. I'm also going to compare these numbers to last year's June Flight, so let's get straight to the video. First, let's talk about Flight's overall.
Last year June Flight was different. Maybe that was the first year, but this year was this
game in June of 2021.
June came by kind of
in
fast,
the offensive side of the court, Flight was pretty bad to say the least. He shot way too many three-pointers this past month and barely used his height to his advantage in the paint. When shooting the ball, Flight barely followed through his shots, and it looked like he preferred an offensive rebound over a field goal make. Overall, Flight just was.
Flight's releases like these. Flight shoot like these. He shoot it and he go like this. That's why he missed all his shots.
For this month of June, the lack of practice and muscle memory really hunted Flight to actually becoming worse than last year. As a matter of fact, Flight averaged around 3 airballs per game in this past month alone, which is terrible.
Didn't Cash say
that?
Cash said that in his video. He averaged like 3 to 5 airballs.
And that in order to become a great shooter from outside, you first need to be consistent inside and then work your way out. A consistent mid-range shot is most needed in order to become a great three-point shooter.
Flight said he's going to try to do that,
when Flight did drive to the basket, he was still getting bumped around by his opponent, and therefore he settled himself into this weird-looking
4'11" cheeseaholic
shots that barely went in. If Flight just fully attacks to the basket instead of settling for these low percentage shots, good results will come. Also, Flight's handles were way too basic.
Yes, he did that this last month. That gets like 2-3 instant replays.
And therefore, he barely created good enough separation for a shot. The only kind of separation that he created at times was his step back.
Oh my god. Oh my
what god. What the fuck they talking about? But it didn't lead to any consistent results. His lack of coordination when dribbling the basketball really haunted him, as he was looking down mostly when dribbling and also doing dribbles in just one place. However, even though Flight was horrible offensively, he did improve defensively. Flight took advantage of his wingspan at times and even blocked a couple of shots this month. If he just does this consistently, he will win way more games and will have a better RO record. Also, Flight's stamina got way better this month, and he did look like he gained some kind of muscle, which is great to see. Therefore, Flight has actually gotten better as a rebounder as well, especially offensively. Flight has more energy now to box out and finish putbacks, which could help him in future IRLs. And now, with all of this out of the way, let's talk about June Flight's 1v1 IRL record and stats from 2021. In June of 2021, Flight played a total of 4 1v1 games, but I'm only going to count 3 of them since the one against his girlfriend doesn't count.
That does not count. Thank you, Legends. Thank you, because I know I'm gonna watch Flight's reaction off camera. I know he gonna count this, and I said this in that video. He's gonna count this 1v1 for some reason. No, it don't count.
I don't think I need to explain myself here.
Look at this.
With that in mind, Flight has a June record of 4-3, with his 3 losses coming against Jesser, Frank, and Sheesaholic. His worst game stat-wise was against Sheesaholic on June 24th of 2021. In that game, Flight shot 10% from the field and 17% from 3, as he shot 2 from 12 from beyond the arc. Flight's best game stat-wise, though, was against Jesser in June 4th of 2021. Flight shot 24% from the field and 27% from 3, which is still pretty bad for his best game. If you want to see the rest of his stats from the other games, it is on the screen right now, and feel free to pause the video.
Yo, let's see. So versus Jesser, 5 field goals out of 21 made. 2 2-pointers, 2 out of 10 from 2-pointers, 3 out of 11 for 3-pointers, 24 average, 27 3-point, 8 points. Frank, he had 3 for 18 from 2s, 9, 2 of 9, 17%, 5 points. Cheese, he went 3 for 29. That's ridiculous. Cheese, Mario Mustache ain't but 410, Flight. You went 3 for 29. 1 for 17 in twos and 2 for 12 from 3. Flight, ain't you like 6'4", 6'3"? How are you doing that? 10% average, 3.17%.
If you want to see all of them. Anyways, to conclude this section of the video, Flight has a dual record of 4-1-3, and when you combine this with his all-time record, Flight is now 15-56. Now let's talk about June Flight's 1v1 stats. In the 3 games that I researched, Flight attempted a total of 68 shots from the field and only made 11 of them, which results in a 16 total field goal percentage. From 3, Flight attempted 32 3-pointers and only made 7 of them, which results in a 22 3-point field goal percentage. Now let's compare this to 2020 June Flight.
Hold on, let's get this out the way. Okay. Now let's look from last year. 234, 101 from inside, 57, 24% total, 8 points. This year, 68, 11, 32, 7, 22, 6 points. Flight, your points per game went down.
As you can see, Flight didn't get any better outside of his 3-point percentage. He shot a worse field goal percentage than last June, averaged 2 less points, and yet again had a losing record. Not much improvements happened in this past month, like I said, so it's really disappointing to see Flight being this bad again. Now let's take a look at June Flight's shot chart for 2021.
Oh, let's make ourselves smaller. Nah. Alright, cool. So Flight, I know Flight seen this, but the X's is the one that Flight missed, not made. Last year when we did this video, he thought that the X's was the made shots. That's not it, Flight. Flight has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots. Is that 11? The green dots? The circles? You made 11 shots in 30 days?
This took me a lot of time to make, so bear with me. As you can see, Flight took a large amount of shots in the right corner, but barely made any of them. Flight also took a lot of shots near the painted area, but made none of them. And last but not least, Flight cannot shoot any type of mid-ranges or go left, as there's a lot of red in those parts of the court. Now, before this video ends, let's compare Flight's June shot chart from 2020 to 2021. Obviously, there isn't as many attempts in the 2021 shot chart since he only played 3 games, but Flight still has the same tendencies as 2020. First being the crazy amount of 3-pointers in the left corner, second being the amount of shots taken near the right low block, and third being the low amount of shots taken in the left side of the court compared to the right side of the court. And that pretty much concludes the video. Now we know how 2021 June Flight performed compared to last year. Flight averaged 6 points per game in June of 2021 and shot 16% from the field and 22% from 3. Hopefully, Flight trains more with R2 and applies that work to his games. Also, before this video ends, I did make a Flight team setting stats video over a year ago on how Flight is much better in a team setting than in 1v1s. But do you guys want to see an updated version of that video since Flight played like 3 games after that video was made? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure
Flight? What did he
team
just
setting
do?
than in 1v1s. But do you guys want to see an updated version of that video since Flight played like 3 games after that video was made? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more basketball content. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace out.
That's going off this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out Legend Productions. See y'all in the next video.